recently we got back from Moab, Utah, and we did Elephant Hill, Klondike's Bluff, and Copper Ridge. And so we decided that, similar to what we did for the Tacoma for blanding, we were gonna do for the Bison. So we're gonna do a trail damage report. And for this trail damage report, we've decided to put the truck up on some stilts. It's the first time we've ever done this, but it is ready for its review. And so we're gonna take piece by piece. The first thing we're gonna talk about is the elephant in the room, which is the tire. So here's our damage from our tire. We're gonna hope it works.
Yeah, this and then this.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We got a tire on order, right, Duke? Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it over in the light better if you click.
Might be. It's questionable, but it's not as bad as I remember it.
Yeah, me either. They're on the edge though. If they say they can't do it, then I'll just have to tell them to keep the tire and I'll have to find the rim. That'll suck, huh? Maybe I should have them swap the other tire. Make this the spare. I don't know. See what they tell us.
This is the side that it happened on. Obviously, it's been fixed now. So this is actually the spare rim that is on this tire. We got a brand new tire completely for it. Everything's been balanced and realigned since the alignment also during that incident got knocked out after SOB Hill. But I will show you the spare tire and what looks like now. The rim that actually was hit while we were on the trail, you can kind of see the damage there, but apparently according to the dealership, the bead itself is not damaged since the tire, it seats inside the rim, and so it's not compromised. That is the elephant in the room. So now, next we can go to all the other things that you can't see. So we hit these a couple times, and these are the rear rock sliders for the bumper, and this is actually just dirt, I think. No, actually, I think that might be.
It's a scuff.
It's a scuff.
This is dirt. Some is dirt.
So some of it's dirt and some is part of a scuff. So we just washed this, but obviously I didn't do that great of a job underneath. But so this is a scuff that. So this one is from SOB Hill. Off now. You're gonna use your slider. You're on your slider. Just barely. Specifically because we came down on that rock when we were coming through the first time and we had to use this rock slider. So that is specifically from SOB Hill. As far as the rest of the slider goes, it looks okay. We'll check the other side quick. So as you guys can see, this is just dirt. But this side, since we didn't land on it, we only scraped it a tiny bit. It doesn't have any damage, but that is what these beefy things are for, is to keep it from hitting that body. So they did their job. So we're gonna kind of go underneath the truck a little bit more and kind of roll underneath it and see what we can find. I already know there's a few things under there, but let's find it. So we're underneath the truck and I found our first thing that we're gonna look at, and it's not bad. We're not talking terrible scrapes, but here is the first one. Is on this nice beefy skid plate, and you can see here, I don't know which part of Elephant Hill this was from, but I know it was from there because we definitely bellied in a few spots, and this spot definitely took the brunt of it. But you can see here, thank goodness it was here. It protected everything underneath that. Oh Lordy! The drive shaft, you're right. We might need to upgrade. Oh baby. I am. Wow. No, but we did scrape it. Look at that scrape. Holy. I didn't think we were scraping that, but apparently we must. I'm guessing this has to be SOB Hill. That's all I can imagine at this point. A hell of a scraper. So there is a replacement part you can get to these, which they're, what, steel Dane?
Drive shaft's pretty good. That's Sarah's fault. I asked her specifically if I was scraping at one point to say. She said no. Gotta get out and look on your belly, honey. Light buff there. Oh, yeah, took one there. So this is pretty cool.
Next one I'm going to cover is pretty obvious. We hate these all the time, so I'm not surprised by these, but this is the shock skids. There on the shock skid, there is some scrapes, but that is why these are here. So they did their job. This is just the one side. The other one's kind of identical to this. but they both have a little bit of skid damage. This one I know for sure was from multiple trails, so it's hard to say if this was Elephant Hill or not, but it was definitely done in Moab. Cover the obvious, and this is the rock slider, and as you can see here, this is the passenger side. This is where we pivoted to get off of SOB Hill and back onto the main trail. So the rock slider held up really well, because if you look up and down it, that is like, on this side, that is the only physical damage it has, I believe. Let me scoot down it. There's a little down on the other end, just a tiny bit, but overall, when we pivoted, that did the exact same thing, except for this scrape goes quite a bit longer. It goes down about halfway. So no matter where we go, we're gonna rock slider. Now if we can get the back up, we're golden. Well, we slammed down on these pretty hard. So they did a great job. We'll have to do probably some touch-up paint on them. But overall, I'm not disappointed. These held up really well. This is the passenger side of the front bumper, and as you can see here, we have some pretty decent scrapes. And then if you follow down through here, we definitely have some scrapes that continue.
Bumper. All right, oh, there's your first one. Scuff here, that was giant rock. Scuff here, rock. Shiny spot of metal, scuff here, light rock. Another scuff on this passenger side, rock. Tow hooks are fine, rubber coating is on. There's a few scuffs here. Should have closed the door, it's fine. Scuff, scratches, light buffing, that was a buff head. Light scratching, I can't really see this. Can I flip it? I can flip it open. All right, so skid plate here's fine. Bore on. Not even dented like my last one yet.
So far, so here's the transmission skid bars, and as you can see, we knew we were gonna hit these low points. And that is pretty much where they hit. The ones, it being further up, like they have some minor scraping, but they held up really well, and the bolts we were worried about are not touched at all. They look actually really good. And if you go up from there, you do have some scraping on this other skid plate here, which is all the low points. The high points on the skid plate obviously were not touched, but we do have some decent scraping in this section as well.
Whee! Got it. All right. So rock wheels. Use footage as feels. Oh, scuffed the frame there. Yes. Oh, wow, we scuffed this thing too.
I know. We scuffed all the way down.
Good thing that bar's there to help this. Ah, it's bright. That concludes the tour of the scuffs and the bumps.
You're all probably wondering, like, so we hit underneath, did we actually have any body damage on the truck? And the answer is, surprisingly, no. Everything that is on the Bison is put in such a way that we never damaged the actual physical body of the truck. As you can see here, the truck looks great. All of the damage that it sustained was on its protection items, besides obviously the tire. But this truck fared really well on a very difficult trail. Seeing all the trail damage that we got from Moab, Utah, I think for future upgrades, I think we're gonna have to seriously look into the steel drive shaft. It's super expensive though, so unless we start doing some more trails that are similar to Elephant Hill, I think that's one we can probably put off for now, but how much scrapes it did get is kind of surprising to me. We will be doing maintenance on the rock sliders. I will make sure to make a video of that in case you want to know what we did to help protect them. But other than that, that's kind of like our Moab wrap up. The truck did phenomenal. Anything that it went through is capable stock apparently. You will take those scuffs and bumps if you decide to do Elephant Hill stock like we did. But honestly, it was a fun trail and everything we did in Moab was super fun. We were looking forward to going wheeling in St. George. and hopefully we won't get any more new scuffs and bumps, but if we do, it's inevitable. We will see you guys next time, and we will have some more exciting ZR2 Colorado Bison content coming soon. But see you later.